Good evening, everyone. We'll move on to agenda item 1.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the August 22nd, 2022 regular meeting of council at 5:05 p.m. Mover, seconder, please. Randy. Second, Gary. All in favor? Gary. Anybody see anything they want to move from the consent agenda to the regular? I think there was just 2 or 3 sets of minutes. Probably nothing worthwhile moving. Agenda item 2.2, that the Council of Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the August 22nd, 2022 regular meeting of council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. I need a mover and a seconder, please. Rob and Chris. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Anybody see anything they want to declare a conflict of interest on? I don't think there's anything too contentious there. Agenda item 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:07 p.m., that the regular meeting of council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover, seconder, please. Warren. Rob. All in favor? Okay. 2022 special meeting of council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Mover and seconder, Randy. Second, Gary. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Seven one, financial report. Audrey.
Yeah, so I guess we're over halfway through the year now. The only 2 new points that I had on there that were different from the previous month was number 5, which is the planning and zoning revenue. And I guess we weren't sure on what the new builds were going to be for building permits, and so that number's quite a bit higher than what we had anticipated when budget was being done, so that's a good thing. And then the planning or community planning revenue is over, and you'll notice that's in the transit bus grant. So the way the transit bus grant works, so it was always from March of one year or April 1st one year to March 31st, and they always gave the grant like the end of February, beginning of March in there for basically the previous year. So this year, and somebody must have been complaining or whatever, so now they've decided that they're going to pay out the grant in June of the year. So then now it's the year 2022, 2023, they paid it. So anyway, we got 2 this year. So now we'll get another one in June of 2023. So now they just did a catch up, so they're actually paying it in the main part of the year that it's in. So, and I didn't know they were going to do that. So that's the only difference there.
Any questions of CAO on that, council? Okay. We'll move on to agenda item 7.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that in relation to subdivision application sub D 0000277-2022 in the Town of Kindersley, for which the Community Planning Division of the Government of Saskatchewan has requested that the Council of the Town of Kindersley comment in the application. Therefore, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley is not aware of any land or site conditions that would be incompatible with the intended use of the proposed application, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley does not have any facilities affected by the proposed development, and that the intended use for the land listed on the application complies with the town of Kindersley zoning bylaw 0222, and that the council of the town of Kindersley will not require a servicing agreement for the proposed development. Deputy Administrator Kim, can you enlighten us?
So this is the subdivision application of the lands known as the Motherwell Estate. So it's the condo board. These properties are subdividing out. So basically what that will do is that will dissolve the condo board and they will all become their own property within the municipality of Kindersley.
Any questions or comments, council? I think this just simplifies things for everybody concerned, really. So, if you have no questions, could I have a mover and a seconder for the motion? Warren, second. Rob, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Agenda item 7.3, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to give consent for the sale of the water utility from Wilson Gassner to Mazaire Hobson Gassner Cullen. Again, Deputy Administrator Kim.
Sure. So this is the utility line that leaves Kindersley just north of town. And previously it supplied water to the two properties, Gord Wilson and his name is now getting removed because he's sold his property. So because the utility line connects to the town's water line, we have to agree to the sale of purchase. So this is just now listing all the properties that are involved with the utility line.
Council, any input, questions? Seeing none, could I get a mover and a seconder then, please? Randy, second Gary. All in favor? Carried. And agenda item tying in with this, agenda item 7.3B, that the council of the town of Kindersley consents to the assignment of lease for the Mazaire Hobson Gassner Cullen water utility, and that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to direct the mayor and CAO to enter into a water utility agreement to supply water to the Mazaire Hobson Gassner Cullen water utility.
So this is the same utility line. So basically what this is doing is it's the agreement for us to provide water to the line. And again, it lists all the properties, Mazaire, Cullen, Hobson, and Gassner. And just the interest for the water pipeline.
Anything further, council, on that? We've discussed it already, so could I have a mover and seconder for the motion? Chris, Warren, all in favor? Carried. Item 8.1, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the town of Kindersley in the amount of $493,071.16, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form a part of the minutes of this meeting. Did you get any inquiries at all on this?
I did not.
I didn't get a chance to look at this. There's just one, if we can't speak of it in public session, we can talk about it later. I just wonder what the Miller Thompson 13, those are all confidential cases, kind of thing.
Oh, that was, yeah, it's basically the one that we went to pre-trial for, was the
Okay,
majority.
better discuss.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody else see anything? There's, I guess, some costs for that new water line are in there. It's 40-some grand for that, and concrete crushing. We did a down payment, I guess, on
Yes,
our
that's just
concrete crushing.
But that becomes our inventory item
Yeah.
going forward, so.
And what else is in here? Oh, utilities, water capital again, some more, 52,000. And your water contracting for Sask Water, nothing too much out of the ordinary. Some big capital ones there for sure. There's 100,000 in water capital, I believe. Nobody's got any further questions. I can entertain a mover and a seconder for the motion to pay. Chris. Second, Warren. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 9.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes the following items for acceptance and filing. The Chamber of Commerce minutes from August the 4th, 2022. Kindersley Museum for August the 9th. Sask Water rate increase letter and a subdivision certificate of approval. I see Deputy Administrator Kim stepped aside. Sask Water, according to their letter, increased rates by 2%, I believe, is what they, which not too bad given the inflationary times we're in.
Mhm.
And the other one, the subdivision certificate of approval.
So that was for the subdivision you approved.
That's just now, that was.
No, this one is, the one you did a couple meetings ago with the, taking the
Oh, the
Jackson.
ties
Yeah,
off,
the
yeah.
tie off that, property out at, Motherwell Estates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is just
That was
official notice from the government.
That it was approved,
It's
yeah.
approved, so.
Correct.
Okay, so if, I guess there's nothing further on that, could I have a mover and a seconder for these items, please? Randy, Gary, all in favor? Gary, thank you. Okay. Move right on to agenda item 13.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the August 22nd, 2022 regular meeting of council be adjourned at 6:37 p.m. Mover second, Warren and Rob.